And they're away. And a long, steady run, usually up towards the winning post on the first circuit, with Sought Out and Cash Asmussen taking him along. From Allegan over on the far side. Between horses is Sylvanesian. Behind them come Turgeon, then Drum Taps and Assessor. And then Vintage Crop right over on the far rail. But it's Sought Out nearest to us. Allegan over on the far rail. Sylvanesian next, and then Turgeon. Then comes Drum Taps and Assessor, and Further Flight and Daru. Arcadian Heights, and finally Vintage Crop. And Allegan, this son of a ledge, the leader, towards the left of the picture. Towards the right, the mare, Sought Out. Then in third, Willie Carson on Sylvanesian, being followed by Turgeon on the rails. Then comes Drum Taps and Assessor. Then Further Flight, Daru, Vintage Crop, and finally Arcadian Heights. Just a furlong off the winning post on the first circuit now. And Allegan, the leader, trying to become a first winner of the Gold Cup for Prince Khalid. He was in the royal procession today. And he leads from Sought Out from France, the mare, within third place Sylvanesian. Then Turgeon, Drum Taps, Assessor, Further Flight, Daru, Vintage Crop and Arcadian Heights, as they begin to swing right-handed and going a very good clip in this 2.5-mile race, with Allegan on the inside of Sought Out. Allegan under Pat Edery, Sought Out under Cash Asmussen. These two with an advantage between them of a couple of lengths, 2.5 lengths over Sylvanesian, with Turgeon 4, 5 Drum Taps, 6 comes Further Flight, 7 on the outside, Assessor, 8 Vintage Crop, 9 Daru, and 10 and last is Arcadian Heights. They're going down the far side rail, looking for the better ground. Allegan and Sought Out from Sylvanesian and Turgeon and Drum Taps and Further Flight. Still a little way behind the others is Arcadian Heights. Allegan still from Sought Out, Sylvanesian, Turgeon, Drum Taps, Assessor next, and then Further Flight, and then Daru, then Vintage Crop, and finally Arcadian Heights. The two leaders virtually matching strides now as they race down to the mile pole, with the mare going on again, Cash Asmussen. From Allegan, then Sylvanesian, then Turgeon, then last year's winner Drum Taps, Assessor making a run now towards the outside, then Further Flight and Daru, Vintage Crop and Sought Out being pressed now by Sylvanesian. And they're going wide again, looking for the better ground. Sought Out from Sylvanesian. Allegan, 6 furlongs from home. Assessor moves closer. Drum Taps going well in 5th place, with just in behind him Turgeon, but still Sought Out and Cash Asmussen with under 5 to run now. From Allegan holding his place over on the far side, Sylvanesian. Still well in contention is Assessor, and Drum Taps, last year's winner, coming there very strongly now under Frankie Dettori. And it's Drum Taps and Sought Out, these two, as they race into the home turn. Drum Taps on the far side, Sought Out on the near side. Assessor beginning a challenge too. Well into the straight now. And Assessor takes it up from Drum Taps as Sought Out drops back and looks well beaten, but Drum Taps surges again at the 2-pole, and it's Drum Taps, last year's winner, from Assessor. Then comes Turgeon over on the far side. Drum Taps from Assessor as they race to the furlong pole. The 1992 winner, Drum Taps, from Assessor on the far side. Turgeon back in third. Drum Taps opening up by 2 lengths now from Assessor. Drum Taps is going to complete the double and win the Gold Cup in successive years as they race to the line. Drum Taps is the winner, Assessor is second, and Turgeon third. Sought Out is 4. 5 is Vintage Crop in a photo with Arcadian Heights, and then Daru and Further Flight and Sylvanesian, and finally Allegan. And so the result of the 1992 Ascot Gold Cup is first, number 2, Drum Taps, owned by Mr. Yoshio Akanawa, trained by Lord Huntingdon and ridden by Frankie Dettori. Second was number 7, Assessor, owned by Mr. B. Nielsen, trained by Richard Hannon and ridden by Richard Quinn. Third was number 4, Turgeon, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by Jonathan Pease and ridden by Michael Roberts. And fourth was number 10, Sought Out, owned by Lord Weinstock, trained by John Hammond and ridden by